Welcome to lecture 12, where we'll be learning how to apply colors to our CSS and how to use shadows. So let's get started. I'll be moving forward a little bit faster. So we already have our CSS link here at the top, and this is our body tag. This is the styling sheet. Everything is blank. So let me create a div. So in that div, I'm gonna have my h1 tag. So in that h1 tag, I can just write introduction to coding. Introduction to coding. So I'm gonna add some p tag. Okay, let me just come up with some content. Okay, so I've been able to type this introduction to coding class and blah 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 blah. So that's it. So let me see the code. Let me see. Okay, so I have this plain text, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab this div. So I'm gonna grab it using a class. So I'll just name it container. Okay, so let me name it container because the reason why I'm naming it container is because these elements are wrapped inside this div. So it is like a container that hosts this h1 tag and p1 and this p tag, this header tag and p tag. So then I'll go to my css, then I'm gonna grab my class. So I'm gonna name it container, and I have my curly braces. Then I'm gonna have a background color. So the first method of applying color is selecting the color from range of colors we have here. So supposing I have this, okay, and let me refresh. Cool, we have this. So I have selected the color based on the list of names of colors we have there. So now supposing I want to try another method. We have three main methods initially. So we have h1 tag. I can pick. So I can say that okay, my h1 tag should carry color white. So instead of typing white, which still follow the same convention, name convention, your background color is different from color. Background color is, as the name sound, background. Color is laying references to the actual text. So now I won't be using this. I will be using color code. So that starts with a pound sign. So I explained this in one of our videos. So if you want to use maybe white, you can use the numbers in 3 or in 6 depending on the color you want to use. If I check my code now, you can see the h1 tag is in white, and another method is using RGB. So I'm gonna grab the p tag using the same procedure. So we have my p tag color to be RGB. You can see RGB, so which means red, green, blue. So then we can literally adjust the contrast and what have you. So let me just put this as 0, then put this as 255, and just put this as 75. So let's see what we have. Okay, so this RGB means R stands for red, G for green, blue, B for blue. So and it takes 3 values as an input, so separated by a comma. So let's see what our output looks like. Perfect. So these are the major 3 ways of applying color. Either you're applying it as a background or you're applying it as a text color. So these are the basic method of applying color. So let's move on to gradients and shadow. Okay, so let's move to gradients. And okay, so all you just need to do is search color picker. Then I should have something like this. Okay, you can pick any, you can drag to pick any color. Okay, so let me use this color. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this, then back to my code. So what I'm going to do is, initially we have 2 main types of gradients. We have linear gradient and radial gradient. So we we start with linear gradients. Linear gradients transit two colors from the top to the bottom smoothly. So what I'm going to do is so this is the starting point and this is the ending point. Let me try to, okay, something lighter. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, look at it. Okay, it's not really that evident. Let me make it pretty much more deeper. Yes, you can see. So that's how we can apply gradients. And okay, so let me just try to add some text shadow. So let me do that outside this div. Let me just do, okay, let me just put h4 tag. This is my shadow box. Okay, so let me also have, okay, let me create a div and nest this there. So I don't even need to create a div. I can just use this, just the hashtag, and yeah, let me just come here h4. So I can add text shadow. So text shadow starting from the left 3 pixel, top left to the right 3 pixel, then to okay, so 3 pixel, and let me just do this. So let's see how it goes. Okay, now you notice nothing happened. Why? Because the background is actually white, so it is not going to be so that evident. Okay, let me try to put the text in. Let me put the text here, and I should try to adjust the color here so it will be pretty much more obvious. So okay, let me try to, okay, let me try to add color to this, so that will make it. Let me use RGB. So let me use 0, 2, 4. Okay, so let's see. So yes, the box shadow is here. Even if I bring it out from this, should be obvious. Yes, the box shadow is there. So in our next class I'll be explaining how to go actually more about this. So let's keep it as short as simple as this. So thank you.